Man, good thing Elizabeth is not here. She would just ring me for that. Hey y'all, so just thought I'd shoot a little update with the pod. It's crazy because we just had our 1 year pod recently, and we said we're gonna get into it. We're gonna be so much better. This is gonna be the best year yet, and we probably put up one since that. I'm pretty sure, which is nuts. But life has been. We say this every time, but life has been absolutely crazy and nuts. Obviously you can tell Elizabeth isn't here, but we're just shooting a little update on what's going on, just so you guys don't think we're not shooting them anymore. We really, really want to. Like the last couple weeks we've been texting saying, oh man, we want to do a pod and stuff like that, but our schedules just do not align, and a lot of things have come up. Like Elizabeth had a foster placement, I believe it's called, so she's really busy with that and swamped with that. It's a great thing, but like it's just doesn't work out with how we want to do things and stuff like that, and takes up a lot of time, obviously. So just thought I'd come up on here, talk a little bit. It stinks. I wish Elizabeth was here because I love her to death, but I thought I'd share a little something. Recently I've been kind of studying out just taking God at his word, and just knowing like whatever God has started, to be confident knowing that he's gonna finish it and stuff like that. It's super important to take in account. And it says in Philippians 1 verse 6 that being confident in this very thing, that he who hath begun a good work will be faithful to complete it until the day of Jesus Christ. And I've been just holding on to that word. Like even if we don't see it, if we don't feel anything happening, we can take God's word and trust that whatever he has started, he's going to complete it. It's going to be accomplished, and it's going to be better than what we could have ever imagined it to be. And that's just how great our God is. And just knowing that he's not going to leave it at some point and then later come back to it. But what he started, he is working on at this very moment. And that's like something that I have to hold on to. There's a lot of things I'm praying for, and I'm sure a lot of people are praying for that. It looks like the results will never come. You know what I'm saying? So just keep holding on to that, and that's something I kind of been studying out. And I found so many different things in the word about this. It says being confident is to be fully and firmly persuaded or convinced. So we aren't to be persuaded or turn around to think otherwise, but we are to be confident in God's work in us. And that good work in Philippians 1 verse 6, I believe, yes, is called the work of God. So the good work is the work of God. It's a good thing. And it's not our work, but it's God's work. God doesn't give up or slacken his work, and it will be finished and it will be good. And that will perform it. He would carry it through and forward to completion, and he would perfect it. And I just love that so much. And going off of that, it kind of just made me realize a story that I was kind of looking into. It's in John, I think. Yes. No. Where is it? See, this is how I love about our pod. It's so raw. I don't even know where I'm going to go with this. I can't remember where it's found. I want to say, I don't know if I wrote it down. No, Mark. I'm studying in Mark right now in the book that I have, and it's so good. I just love the Gospels. I love 2 Kings. I just absolutely love like the story aspects of the Bible as of recent. I don't know why. Just like hearing actual events that have been going on. Like the letters are super good of Paul, don't get me wrong. The guy is knowledgeable. But just getting into like hearing and listening and reading the eyewitnesses of like certain miracles and things that Jesus did in his ministry is just so like, it just gets me so excited. But so I'm in Mark right now, and I absolutely love it so far. You would understand. I think everyone can agree that the Gospels are pretty good. But in Mark 4 verse 34, it says, let us pass over onto the other side. So in this story, Jesus and the disciples they're in a boat, and they're going to cross the other side. And Jesus literally said, let us pass onto the other side. So it's not just them in the boat, but Jesus is in the boat with them, right? With the disciples. So Jesus said that they were going to the other side. That they were going. He was with them, right? They weren't alone. And they had Jesus in their boat, and that should have been that should have their faith overflowing as it should have been, right? They have Jesus, they have nothing to worry about. When you have Jesus in your boat, you got nothing to worry about because you know you're going to make it to the destination that you need to be. That should just alone make you have all the confidence and faith knowing like He's with you. It tells us in our word that we should know this in Hebrews 13, I believe. I want to say, I can't remember where it is. Hebrews 13 is, maybe I'm wrong. Hebrews, I'm not even going to say Hebrews. So I'm all over the place. I need Elizabeth to calm me down. It says He will never leave us nor forsake us. He's always going to be with us, right? That we have Jesus with us. He's always going to be in our boat. So they're in the boat, they're going to the other side, and then verse 37 it says, but storms came, water was coming in the boat with waves, and it states that it was now full. So the boat was full, right? And of course, what are the disciples doing? They're panicking like crazy, like anyone else, right? We're going on our walk with God, right? We're walking, and then some storms come, some wind come. You get a little shaky, you get a little overwhelmed and stuff like that, and you're wondering, like, God, what are you doing? Yet we have to realize that we have God right with us, right? That's something we have to hold on to. And He told us before all these storms happen, let us go to the other side. He was going to take us from point A to point B. We have to know that God will take us to point A to point B to point C to point D, continuously taking us to where we need to be because we have Him by our side. We have nothing to fear. We are not to fear, neither be dismayed. We have to trust and know that our God is with us. He is in our boat. Right. So storms in life may be feeling overwhelming, like it is full and overtaking you, but we have to remember and have faith in knowing who is in our boat and taking us to the other side in which He has promised. And in this story, it tells us that even within the storms and what's going on, the boat's full. It tells us that Jesus is asleep. Jesus was at peace knowing the storm that was going on, right? But the storm wasn't the thing that woke Him up. The disciples woke Him up, right? So no matter the storm or anything, you can know that God is still in control. Even if it feels like He's not doing anything, you can know that He has everything in control. He has the authority to stop anything that is going on in our life, right? We just have to take Him at His word. Know He's going to take us to the other side. He's going to take us through the storm and everything. So the storm didn't wake Him or shake Him, disciples did. Their unbelief and fear did. And it says that, I believe it talks about how Jesus stopped the storm and stuff like that. And He was like, where in the world was your faith? Why are you guys so fearful? So we can take God at His word, and they ended up getting to the other side, right? There's going to be things that are going to try to hinder us while we're going forward, right? The enemy's going to throw lies at us. There's going to be attacks. There's going to be tactics that he's going to come at us with. But we have to take God at His word and know that He is faithful to complete everything that He said. He is faithful to be with us. He is faithful to bring us through it. He might not take us away from it, right? He didn't take them away from the storm, but He brought them through it, right? He had to stop it. And they continued to keep going into the boat, into where God has destined for them. And this made me also think about how in Acts 23, He was telling Paul that He was going to take him to Rome, right? He wanted Paul, after he just was in Jerusalem, he did all that stuff there, and that now He wanted him to bear witness also in Rome. So, we know that journey alone was just as messy too, right? So God told Paul he was going to go to Rome. Paul's life up to this point has been nothing short of easy in following God's plan, but God spoke a word to Paul. We can know what God has spoken is certain. No matter the road of how it is done, it will be accomplished. So no matter how bumpy that road may be, no matter what may happen, we can take God at His word. And it also talks about how Paul was a prisoner at this point, and he was in a boat. And then there was like a storm, and there were so many things that were trying to stop Paul from getting to Rome. And he probably could have. If I was in that position, I would want to have given up, right? But he ended up getting there. A snake even bit him. He shook that snake off, right? So whatever God has spoken, know that you are going to get there. It may not be on our timing. It may seem very, very hard because the enemy will do everything in his capabilities to try to stop that plan and purpose that God is trying to lead you in. Especially when you're following, when you're being willing and obedient, the enemy's going to do everything he can to get you off that track. So just be prepared for those attacks. And being prepared is being prayed up, being in the Word, spending time, like Pastor Stacy's been talking about, spending time in the secret place is super important. That's something I've been doing so much more as of recent, is just getting alone with God and just speaking the Word. It stirs you up to the core. I've never experienced anything like that, and just doing it on a more consistent basis makes you want to do it more. You don't want to make any more excuses of not doing it, because you know how much power being in the presence of God can do and making you full and everything. So if I have any word of encouragement, you're going to hear it again and again, but spend time with God in the secret place, in His presence, and just follow the leading that He's calling you to, and be prepared. Know that God has equipped us with all the tools that we need when attacks come, and while you're following in the path and the plan and the purpose that He has for you. And just hold on to that, knowing that God is going to take us from point A to point B and where He is leading us. No matter how hard it may seem, no matter how worn out you may feel, that God is with you. He is in your boat. No matter the storms that may feel like they're overtaking you, God is with us. And that is all we need. Nothing of this world can satisfy you like Jesus. And yeah, I don't know where I just feel like I haven't taken the breath. But that's something I've been kind of studying out, is just taking God at His word is what I'm still working on doing, which seems it's easier said than done, especially when you don't see anything in the way you want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Which can be super hard, because you're just like, yeah, well, it's easy for you to say because you have your life together and stuff like that. But some nights and some days it just feels like everything's falling apart more the more you're seeking God. But keep seeking Him, keep praying, keep looking to Him, keep building your faith in Him, because nothing else can do that. Nothing will be able to fulfill what you're looking for and the answers that you need, which are found only in Jesus. He is our rock, He's our refuge, He's our strong tower. We have to continuously just look to Him. Look to Jesus. We just have to look to Jesus. I just don't understand how anyone, you know what I'm saying, how anyone can look to other things, because it doesn't satisfy. We have to look to Jesus and trust in Him. Trust in the Lord with all our heart. Lean not on our own understandings. We have a lot of understandings that we think are supposed to be, but we can't lean on our understanding, but in all our ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct our paths. So how great is that? Even when we don't even see up ahead, He knows up ahead. So we can trust and believe that He will take us in the direction that we need to go. But I don't really have anything else, I don't think. I just wanted to give a little update, share a little something that I've been kind of gleaning from the Word and stuff like that. Just take Him at His word. I could say it 100 times, but actually take Him at His word and trust that He is for it. He's not against us, but He is for us. He is faithful. His promises are yes and amen. We can be confident, sure, that He will perform, He will finish, and He will perfect exactly what He has said that He will do. And that's just how great our God is, that He is a man of His word and He is faithful to it. But that's all I really have. Don't have much else to say, I don't think. Be great if Elizabeth was here, but keep praying. God's moving in her life, and I love seeing how happy she is, and I'm just really thankful to have her in my life. I'm about to cry, I don't even know why. But yeah, keep praying for the pod, that a time frame will work best for us both to be back here. But we just wanted to hop on here and just share a little something. So we're still in tune with doing the pod. We know how important it is and how it can help people who listen to it. And we're really thankful for the people who do listen and stuff like that. So thank you for your support and everything, because it goes a long way. But yeah, hopefully we'll be both back here as soon as possible. If not, maybe a couple of short videos here and there. Maybe I'll get some guests on here until Elizabeth is back and ready to go. And maybe Elizabeth can do one from her house. I don't know. We'll see. Just have to stay tuned. But yeah, keep praying. Keep seeking God. Be saturated in His word and in His presence and in prayer. It's the only thing that will keep us afloat. Because continuously to keep the faith, building up our faith is what we need, especially in these last days. And just keep praying for this nation. Our nation needs a touch of God. We need to have that burden for the lost and those around us, and just stay stirred up. Be on fire for God. Don't let that fire burn out, because it sucks trying to get it back going. But that's all I have. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, again, I keep saying it, that we'll be back. And yeah, love you guys.